I'll be doing the pedigree of the Ingalls family from the TV show Little House on the Prairie. Over here we have the main characters of the show. We have the father, Pa Ingalls or Charles Ingalls, Caroline Ingalls, also known as Ma Ingalls, Carrie, Laura, and Mary. And this is their other daughter, baby Grace. This is Mary, and she married a guy named Adam, and they had a son. This is Laura and Almanzo, who had a baby girl named Rose, and they also had a son who later died. So the question to ask, genetically speaking, is Charles and Caroline Ingalls, the parents, the main, grandparent generation, they had a son who died of complications within 1 month of their son. Their son died. They had 4 other children, all girls, who were fine. But later, Laura, one of their daughters, also had a baby boy who died within a month. So the question is there a genetic link between the deaths of the male offspring in the Ingalls family? If so, which possible mode of inheritance is occurring? All right, so here's the liver complication in the Ingalls family that led to death of the children. Shaded equals the child died. I gotta jump right into it for time restraints. So I know that it's X-linked recessive and autosomal recessive. I'll get into the whys. The parents have to be carriers for X-linked recessive. So X little r and Y for the father, X big R and X little r for the mother. Over here, the son got the X little r, or the Y from the father, and the X little r, the child died. Here, Laura must be a carrier, and she got X little r from her father and X big R from her mother. Almanza must have also been a carrier who passed down to their son died. It's a possibility, it could happen. Autosomal recessive is possible. I would erase it all, but I can't do it for time restraints. But if we go through the same general idea, big A, little a, carriers, got it, could be a carrier, passed it on, son died. It cannot be Y-linked, it cannot be X-linked dominant, it cannot be autosomal dominant. Quick bonus material, we're going to go into whether blindness was a factor, genetically speaking. So Mary, their daughter, was blind, and she married a blind husband. However, their son was not blind. We know that this is not a genetic trait because it would have to be a recessive trait because no one else had blindness in the family, and she was blind. However, we know since it's a recessive trait, and their son was not blind, then it's not genetically linked. And as a fact, we will know that Mary had scarlet fever, which led to her blindness later in life, hence it was not a genetic trait.